Hello Exiles, it's Betta-ah here. I'm bringing you an update on my Spectral Throw build. So initially from early levels like Act 1 moving into Act 2, I was a noob and I used bows and I didn't have the correct gear and stuff. It was just pretty much terrible, but once I hit around level 24, I was able to get this awesome two-handed sword and I switched over to Spectral Throw immediately. Linked to Spectral Throw, I had added lightning damage, lesser multiple projectiles. We used elemental damage with attacks, and of course our Spectral Throw, which was really good enough until maps, I'd say. You don't have to change it for any other links. And then once I reached level 44, I got this nice beefy sword here, which was able to up our damage enough so we could get to our early 50s where we switched to claws. I bought this claw right here for about, I think it was 1 chaos only at the time, and it carried me into maps until I acquired this nice juicy claw now after hitting level 72. It is 216 LE DPS, it's got a decent amount of crits, and the multiplier is a real good bonus for us as well. On my rings, I've got just some resistances and life, a little bit of damage on this one. On the amulets, I managed to get this one with a little bit of crit chance and intelligence as well, which this build is starved of, unfortunately. However, getting gear pieces like this does make up for it. And then I got this nice 5 link as well that I paid 2C, and I just threw a random alch on it, and this is the outcome. I'll probably use this until around my early 80s, maybe late 80s. It depends on how much currency we make. And then we got these nice juicy gloves here as well as a drop. I don't think I'll be replacing these anytime soon yet. They are pretty good. And for our boots, it's just some stats, life, a little bit of cold rays, just so we can almost cap our cold rays here. We're almost there. Our helmet's got a little bit of accuracy and life and some more resistances. I chose to get one with a little bit of chaos rays, so I can start working on getting chaos resistance up, because some chaos mobs hit really hard for some reason. And then our belt, I managed to pick this one up for, I think it was 1 chaos as well, which is a really good belt for early levels, I'd say. Right, moving on, we're just using a Quicksilver flask here, an Onslaught flask, a Jade flask for the extra evasion rating, and of course our Diamond flask for the extra critical strike chance. Nothing special with the life flask yet. I'll be re-rolling these soon, just saving up my alterations for the time being. Right, oh yes, I forgot to mention the shield that I used when I switched to claws. I managed to pick this shield up, I think it was for 2 alchs as well, which carried me all the way through until just about almost level 70, when I switched to this nice Spirit Shield right here, which has got a high amount of increased lightning damage, which is perfect for us, and it's also got a little bit of elemental resistances, which helps us get to our cap, except for our cold now, obviously at the moment not capped. Anyways, moving on. In terms of our skill tree, in early levels I picked up ballistics, moved over to Heart of Oak, then we picked up finesse. I would recommend getting Primal Spirits as soon as you can to help with mana sustain, as early levels sustaining our mana with the sort of high cost of Spectral Throw is kind of a pain, but Primal Spirits should mitigate that. And then from there on we path around here. I picked up Herbalism for the extra life. The life mastery, of course, is 50 to max life. From there on, we moved up here to Blood Drinker, and we picked up the increased maximum life, as that helps a lot while leveling. From there on, I passed to Revenge of the Hunted for the extra evasion rating and life, of course. Then I picked up thick skin for the extra life again, just to be a little bit more tanky. And from there on, I picked up lethality for the extra critical strike chance. Then we started getting our frenzy charges because of our ascendancy. With Whale the Poacher, we gained frenzy charges on kill or when we hit rare or unique enemies, meaning that we basically always have our frenzy charges up. From there, we picked up this frenzy charge as well. Then I pathed my way over here and I picked up savagery as well. From there on, I would recommend that you start getting these elemental nodes such as Primeval Force and Forces of Nature. Thereon, I would recommend moving over to get Crystal Skin as soon as you can, just to help with the extra avoidance and that extra max to all elemental resistances. And then you should be picking up Vol Pact at around about level, I don't know, I'd say at least by level 60 you should be picking up Vol Pact for the leech. And just before level 50, it would be ideal to get these claw nodes right here for the extra attack speed and critical strike chance. And then for our claw mastery, we of course pick up attack leech, which helps us a significant amount. As you can see here, I'm only at 81 mana, and I pretty much never run out of mana, thanks to the high amount of leech that we gain. Right, moving on. Let us jump into a map so you guys can see how it clears. It's obviously not the best damage at the moment, but it is really, really satisfying, I must say. I would also just like to add in that if you feel that your damage is not that great while using GMP, I think you should use LMP rather. Especially for bossing, it can feel very clunky, and it'll feel like you're just standing there and attacking for days and days and nothing's happening. Okay, let's move on and get some clearing done. Of course, this is still early mapping. This is not the like full build where it's super omega damage, no, but it gets the job done. Here we have Aisling. As you can see, my life dips down the whole time, but as soon as it comes back up, dips down again, comes back up, thanks to our awesome leech and our life gained on hit from our claw. Really does make a big difference in terms of survivability. Put those nice juicy shatters in. Ah, it's so satisfying. Why are you running away from me, dude? As you can see at the moment, we are pretty tanky already, which I'm really surprised with. I never expected to be this tanky so early on. But of course, the build will change over time, and I will be changing the skill tree and adding in cluster jewels as well. Yeah, overall the build is really smooth. I've been enjoying it a lot, and think that once I've got a much better claw, like 400 AD DPS claw, so we'll be doing a ton of damage. Debossing isn't exactly the fastest thing in the world, but it is good enough, and I mean, you don't die straight off the bat, so I think it's really decent for its current stage that it's in. I would also just like to add here that now I am going to be pathing into my cluster jewels. Managed to get this one here that's got wind up, where it gives you a 10% chance to gain a power charge on non-critical strike with a claw or dagger. So we have got the means of generating power charges. Of course, for the medium clusters and that, I will have to see which ones will be best, but I'll most likely be going for the double damage ones on critical strike, just for the extra damage. And I'd also like to just mention that picking up point blank it's good, but it feels a bit clunky at the moment, and I'm not too sure if I should be using it now, or maybe I should pick it up later, but I'm just making do with it at the moment, you know? Right, I think I've covered everything then. Yeah, okay, cool. If you guys enjoyed this video, then hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, as I will be releasing many more of these videos whereby I go through what I'm currently doing to get the build to where it is before I release my guards. Awesome. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you guys in the next one.